emotions on a scenario that we certainly can't plan for, we certainly can't train for, and it definitely one that is very unique.
Think about that little 6-year-old in the car witnessing all of that for hours. Now, per protocol, Warren police did have to alert CPS. I understand that the children are safe with family. Meanwhile, their mother racked up 18 felonies. She's being held on a hefty bond of $750,000. Reporting live in Warren, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, just terrible, especially with those children in the car. Do we have any idea about this woman's past? Has she had run-ins with the law before?
Well, that's the thing, Rube. She has a clean record, but interesting to note, she is actually a clerk with the Oakland County Circuit Court, so she knows the law side of things from the other way, and now she's being held in the Macomb County Jail.
Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight. We'll talk to you tonight on The Edge at 11. Thank you.
You see how they already trying to. You see how they already trying to plant a seed to say that, oh, she was having a medical relapse or something. How could that be a medical relapse when y'all saying she went different places, picking and choosing, running people over? You feel me? It wasn't just no one thing. You feel me? She was deliberately doing that, but they already trying to give her a defense already. You feel me?
She ain't had no money to get the meth she need. She was pissed. She got the kid in the car. She needs some gas. She need all type of shit, but she ain't got the money for that meth. She's sweating, going through it. Somebody got to die. Somebody got to get it. That's all it is. That she needed her fix and she couldn't get right.
This woman is a domestic terrorist. She is a product of the neoconservative alt-right. She is a fan. I'm sure she's a fan of Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, and the rest of them sons of bitches. I'm sure she's a registered Republican. I'm sure of it. Because this behavior smacks of conservatism. It smacks of Utah. I smell Utah in this shit. And white America as a whole needs to be held accountable for this atrocious, violent, vile act.
It's crazy how they continue to spin narratives for their people.
They gonna do that all
the face. But it was even crazy. Yeah, but what's even crazier is that they think we still falling for that bait and switch type of narrative. We ain't stupid.
Mm-hmm. What we was looking at, Juice? I know you know something. Juice be knowing.
Juice still mad. You okay, Uncle Juice?
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm
man,
good.
We done. What you in my friend?
He was gonna jump through that camera.
You hear me about to headbutt the fucking camera and shit. I'm like, okay.
Close up on the camera, like, wait a minute.
Like he don't we good? I'm scared.
No, you my sister. No, they be listening to Baby Doll, so you can't let her get that narrative off for all men. You can't speak for men, you feel me?
Girl, lick the shaft and try to sneak. That's the testing of your nigga gay. You gotta, if he let you touch his booty, we know what we fucking with. Okay, I see you.
Especially if you've been to prison.
That's my test. I be trying to touch a nigga booty. If they let me touch it, I know you gay. Me too. So we good.
I'm glad y'all cleaned that up.
We both good.
Krista said, "How we get back to booty? I don't know, but it just
we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it
conversation
alone.
right now. We go this way.
Uncle Juice ain't gonna fuck with me after this. He probably ain't fuck with me after this. I know he ain't. But I don't care.
No, you
okay, so listen. And another example of domestic terrorism by somebody from the alt-right,
a conservative,
a white-wing conservative. This gentleman was a registered Republican. He was a fan of everybody from Donald Trump to Charlie Kirk. Listen to this, people.
This is breaking news from KSL. We're following two big stories tonight impacting members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Tonight, they're mourning the loss of their leader and prophet.
It just really feels like I've lost a loved one, a close friend.
I have a lot of memories here with President Nelson.
We're looking back at the life and legacy of President Russell M. Nelson. And a deadly attack on a church meeting house in Michigan, killing at least 2 people and injuring 8.
I'm completely distraught. This was a quiet neighborhood. You know, we've never seen anything like this.
We have live team coverage on those 2 stories tonight. Dan Rasco.
On Sunday morning, a madman killed at least 4 people and wounded 8 others at a Michigan Latter-day Saints church. The horror started around 10:30 a.m. when he rammed his Chevy Silverado truck into the building, where hundreds of worshipers had gathered for a Sunday service in Grand Blanc Township. The killer's vehicle had 2 large American flags behind the cab and a set of deer antlers attached to the bumper. He then got out and opened fire with an assault rifle on the congregation and set the church ablaze, causing the entire structure to burn down. So what do we know about the sicko who did this? The suspect's name is Thomas Jacob Sanford from nearby Burton, Michigan. He was a 40-year-old Iraq War veteran who served in the U.S. Marines. A Facebook post by Sanford's mother says the gunman served in Iraq from 2004 to 2008. According to Fox News, he worked as an organizational automotive mechanic and vehicle recovery operator who earned a number of awards for his service and achieved the rank of sergeant. Social media accounts believed to be connected to Sanford reveal his family man, wife, and a young son. Pictures posted on Facebook show the family smiling, posing in the beds of pickup trucks or in a field of tall sunflowers. A dormant GoFundMe page from 2015 raised more than $3,000 for the couple's now 10-year-old son, who was born with congenital hyperinsulinism, or CHI, a rare genetic condition in which the pancreas releases too much insulin. As authorities investigate what led Sanford to commit his sickening crime, former Assistant FBI Director Chris Swecker told Fox and Friends First that a motive is already in sight.
The FBI has taken the lead. That means they're treating this as either a hate crime or an act of domestic terrorism. The investigation is deep into it at this point with regard to motive.
White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt indicated that the gunman targeted the worshipers because of their faith.
Well, from what I understand, based on my conversations with the FBI director, all they know right now is this was an individual who hated people of the Mormon faith. And they are trying to understand more about this, how premeditated it was, how much planning went into it, whether he left a note, all of those.
Faith leaders in Utah are in Michigan tonight as we learn more about the man accused of attacking a church.
Dan Rascone is across the country right now.
Let me tell you something. What I'm seeing here, right? So let me tell you. Let me tell you how white America, how manipulative white America could be. First of all, the alleged killer of Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson, was a Mormon from Utah. He came from a family of conservatives, law enforcement, military veterans. From all the evidence I've saw over the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's pointing at that Tyler Robinson wasn't the person who actually shot Charlie Kirk. There's too much evidence coming up. First of all, when you take that and then you marry this with this, it's kind of like these things are triggering back to back to help shape an overall narrative or to help push the public's consciousness in the way that they want the public's consciousness to be pushed. First of all, I don't believe a motherfucking thing the United States government say. And I really don't believe shit that the news media is talking about, because we know that the media, the news media, right? Mainstream media, they're nothing more but agents of the government, and they help shape opinions by the way they report stories and by what they even choose to report. Fuck this shit got to do with Utah. Where's the connection with Utah with this? Because you know the whole world's looking at Utah. The microscope is on Utah right now because Utah, according to what we're seeing, they're producing motherfucking mass shooters. Crazy motherfuckers. And there's a high degree of transgenderism, transmissions going on up there.
Everything that been happening been coming from a conservative, and every every person that's supposed to have done this is trained. No matter where it happened in the country, they conservative and they train. In the background is some type of military or they family, somebody close to them, like Tyler fucking daddy, his father. Like they definitely pushing the agenda. And all the stories damn near starting to kind of be the same play.
Story. Yeah.
The same play all over the country.
Yeah, the common thread is we have white Anglo-Saxon Christian men who are emotionally immature, who've been indoctrinated and what's the other word? Radicalized.
Yeah.
And weaponized.
And weaponized. Where's Anton Daniels when we need him?
Sitting on the porch. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
Bro, sitting on the porch is a euphemism for a slave term for two different kinds of Negroes, bro. That was some slick shit. I like that.
Can't get me for cyberbullying.
You remember the video you played with that teacher and that kid? Or you
Oh, when she sung that monkey song to the baby.
Oh yeah.
Play it. I ain't see it. I want to see it.
You ain't see that?
No.
Girl, it's so distasteful.
But I still think the people that they be putting out front, that they be accusing of the stuff, be just the fall guys. I feel the government is the biggest conspirator of it all. You feel me? They have their own shooters. You feel me?
Hey, Henny, you ain't see this, Henny? It happened in Polk County, Florida.
No, I didn't see that.
Watch
Just
this,
because it
Henny.
be
Tell me what
happening
you
in
think.
Florida don't mean I be knowing.
You be knowing. Watch
I
this.
don't be knowing.
Watch this.
Hi, Legend. Did you have a birthday last week?
Yes.
And how old are you now?
6.
You're 6? You're sure you're not 60?
I'm in 6.
You're 6. Can we sing happy birthday to you? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Legend. Happy birthday to you. Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one, two. Woo! Give a clap, everybody. Happy birthday, Legend.
No, let's not run that back. Now, I remember that song.
But how she didn't know that? How she felt that wasn't inappropriate?
The racial happy birthday song to my son from his teacher.
Yes.
And how old are you now?
6.
You're 6? You're sure you're not 60?
I'm in 6.
You're 6. Can we sing happy birthday to you? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Legend. Happy birthday to you. Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one, two.
You mute, dog.
I remember that song
Look
when
at
I
the
was
look of
younger.
the young
But
black man's face sitting in the back
Yeah.
of him with the red shirt on. Look at the look of bewilderment. And I
look
want
at the
you
little
to
girl next to her, though, with her arms crossed.
Yeah. Look at the little white kids who are being unwittingly transformed into people who are not going to be sensitive to negative things being said about people who look different than them. The young white kids you see behind this young man, These are the people who are going to grow up to become the Charlie Kirks. They grow up hearing this insensitive shit, thinking it's funny, no big deal. And she is desensitizing these people, these young black men and young white men and women. She's desensitizing them to inappropriate language and speech aimed at other people. She led let's sing happy birthday. That was done no with. She took it a step further than that and said, hey, do you want to hear my version of it? Do you want to hear my version of it? So
as a kid, you could tell by his body language he didn't receive it good. And if the kid didn't receive it good, he know it was wrong. So did the other black kids. So it's like, what was really her purpose of doing that and recording it and put it out there?
Hey, listen, guess what? She's from Polk County, Florida. She's right outside Tampa, right? Her black friends, she has black friends. The teacher, her name is Kimberly Langston. She's had several of her black friends come out and make public statements about how they don't believe that what she did was wrong and that they don't believe she's racist.
They on the porch with Anton Daniels.
That's because
First of all, now when these little kids grow up, they're gonna remember that song. And they're gonna equate monkey with that with black people because that's what they're taught. Now I remember the song only because my grandma used to, sing it being funny, but it's in my house and she's a black woman. So I've heard that song before, but it's offensive hearing it coming in a classroom, in a school, in a majority white class where we only saw 3 black faces. And then you're going to have the porch sitters come out and defend it. When we going to stand up? I don't give a damn if that's my friend or not. You're dead ass wrong. You're dead ass wrong.
Now I wonder
you on it.
Is she losing her job? Is her job on the line?
She shouldn't even be in the school anymore.
She shouldn't even be in the school no more.
Teacher.
Yeah.
No, they trying to say how
I see black teachers all over the country with curves getting fired from schools just because they body type. So
that couldn't have been my kid because I'd have met her at the
What
local
about her?
Walmart and whooped her ass all up and down that parking lot. We
they
at
get
Walmart.
fired for that. I know her job on the line.
No, they trying to justify what she said. That's why they got the black people speaking up for saying that's their friend. They talking about how good of a teacher she been to this school district and all that. That ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Her actions that she just did then. That's what it's supposed to be based on. Fuck her past, good record and all that. Motherfuckers catch first murder case, they go to jail for murder. It ain't, oh, well, he used to be a good person. Well, he just killed somebody. All that's out the door. So that's the same thing that should be dealt with here. Fuck all that, what she did good in the past. The charges that she should be brought up on now, and that should have been a site and a riot and everything. That could have turned out bad. You know what I'm saying? If she had done that amongst older children, you know what I'm saying? You just called this boy a monkey to his face, told him he looked and smelled like a fucking monkey. You know what I'm saying? In a group of you and a bunch of more white people telling a Asiatic brother this in front of all y'all. That was bullying there. You feel me?
So behind the scenes, that just is more going on behind the scenes. When it's snack time, she giving the white kids all whole graham crackers and she giving them half graham crackers. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
it's telling the whole lot.
I mean, not just that class, that school. For them to even be trying to justify, she should have been fired without pay immediately and brought up on some type of charge. You know what I'm saying? Some racial discrimination charges, some ethnic
But
charges.
It ain't no listen. When it come to us, there is no hate bill, no hate crime, but it is for everybody else.
We'll have the parents.
It ain't one to
address
protect
this?
us from what somebody say, whether they call us monkey or anything. We get to talking about Asians to their face, call them anything. It could get like that.
Okay,
Because
let's
they say calling an Arab is like calling them a nigga. You gotta call him Arabic.
Yeah, well, let me tell you this, right?
Arab is like calling them a nigga. It's disrespect.
Lord have mercy, white people. Right. So the video shows the teacher singing this song to a 6-year-old student. His mother is demanding an apology and disciplinary action, saying the gesture was offensive. Right. Polk County, Florida. A Polk County mother is demanding an apology after she said her son's elementary school teacher made a birthday gesture that was offensive rather than celebratory. Legend Whitaker just turned 6 years old. He attends Floral Avenue Elementary in Bartow, where his class and teacher sang a song. His mother, Desiree Pratner, said the lyrics stirred his feelings and anger. In a video provided to Tampa 10 News, the teacher could be heard singing, "Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one too." I don't like stuff like that, Whitaker said, adding that the song hurt his feelings. Prather said the teacher sent her the video and she went straight to the school's main office. So the teacher sent the mother the video, and it was the mother who went to the main office. I automatically said, there's nothing funny about it. I don't think that the kids thought it was funny. Prather said there's a history of black people being described that way, making it extremely upsetting. My skin is boiling. I don't even like racism. And to know where we come from and our ancestors, and for us to be labeled like that, because when they call us monkeys, they're saying we ugly, we act like monkeys. Those are remarks I don't like at all, the mother said. Polk County Public School District staff and HR department are reviewing the incident. Tampa 10 News followed up with additional questions, including, is this the first time the teacher has sung this song to students? We were also asked, while this is being reviewed, will the teacher still be in the classroom? Tampa 10 News has yet to hear back. Schools also says since it's an active investigation, they can't answer any questions about this ordeal. Are we being overly sensitive here as a people? Or are we not taking into consideration that the teacher could have just been unaware of the historical nature of calling or referring to black? Because the birthday song had already been sung. She took it upon herself to go the extra mile with it. Juice, what say you about this whole ordeal?
I feel the teacher knew exactly what she was doing. She did it to be derogatory and disrespect that boy race. You feel me? I don't feel she ain't know that was inappropriate. She grown. She not no kid. She running a classroom. And if she didn't know that was inappropriate, she definitely don't need to be teaching no children nothing. You feel me?
Imagine if it wasn't no video.
Did she record it?
She recorded and sent it to the mom. Imagine if it wasn't no video of that.
Right, so that's how the mother.
So that's how that lady moved day for day with them kids. Your kids can't comprehend that right now. Most kids can't comprehend that. And your kid may be at school getting racially discriminated against, and you somewhere at work thinking your kid's somewhere safe, getting all the snacks they want as the other kids, taking their naps, getting the proper help they need through the class, and they probably not. But the kid at that age can't comprehend and understand that. So it'd be little things that teachers slip up and say certain things or do certain things, and a parent may catch on like, hold on, what the fuck been going on at this school? Because I know it's more to this. This teacher in particular sent the video thinking, ha, 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 like black people that fucking stupid. Bitch, you know y'all been calling us monkeys all through the country for fucking 300 years. And you think you gonna play like this and 99% of the school is white? We ain't going for it. That school probably don't even celebrate Martin Luther King Day. They probably still working on that day.
If she would have sent me a letter and I let her know she sung with my kid and I think that, I'll blow her shit out. I'm not playing because you play too much. A monkey? You look like a monkey?
She said, you belong in the zoo. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too. Now I'm going to tell you something. I think I'm just fucked up in the head because if a teacher would have sent me that video where she was singing to my child, you belong in a zoo. You look like a monkey.
Bitch.
And you smell like one too. Little boy, 6 years old, man. And you have 2 more black children that we can see from the video. So if you have 10 kids in the class, you have 3 black, that's 70%, a predominantly white situation. There is no way. But see, white people, they don't believe that the shit white people are, listen, white people are so disconnected, literally. They're so disconnected from all the atrocities that their ancestors have committed. They're so disconnected from all of the death and destruction that even the United States government has wreaked across the planet. They have no clue. White people are just as blind, deaf, and dumb about what their ancestors did to black people. They're just as lost about that as some black people are now lost about our history here in this country. You have large segments of this country, white people who are clueless, and they, for the life of them, they can't figure out why black people are complaining about the shit that happened to them and the condition that we in right now. They have no connectivity. They don't understand that a lot of the behaviors that black people are demonstrating now all come from the result of being psychologically and mentally destroyed at the hands of our former slave master. They think it was an equal playing field. They think that black people getting hung in the South and get murdered, raped, and destroyed. They think when you mention Emmett Till, white people don't see what the big deal is about. When you mention George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin, a lot of white people don't understand why we're mad. When you talk about the George Floyd, when you talk about the sister who lost her life with a no-knock search warrant shooting in Dallas, white people the world over don't have no idea why black people are so angry. They ain't got a clue. And when you look at the president and his policies, we're trying to take black history out of everything from the Smithsonian to the school systems to colleges, under the threat of not receiving public federal funds if they don't. White people don't like to have their face shoved in the mirror. They don't like it. They feel uncomfortable. They're not uncomfortable with what happened. They're uncomfortable being called out on it. And that's what we are as a country. And that's why the dynamic between black and white and the culture is so fucked up in this country. even more troubling than black people running around doing dumb shit is the fact that white people are clueless about the roles that their foreparents played in setting up this whole goddamn country. When you see niggas killing, we learn how to be effective killers by watching what white people do. That's where we learn that shit from. Most of the negative things that you see happening now, the black community wasn't like this 40,
Cotton Bee liefert hochwertige Stoffe. Auf Bestellung ohne Mindestmenge.
Like this.
Wir drucken deine Designs ökologisch, schnell und nach.
It wasn't like this. All this shit that we doing, we learn how to be devils from the devil himself.
And they still
On to breaking news. G Herbo, the Chirac general. So listen, Chief Keef can't come back to Chicago. Dirk, the whole OTF crew, they gone. Most of the 63rd guys, they in Las Vegas or Arizona, some goddamn where. And all we have left in the wonderful city of Chicago, all we have left is G Herbo. Now, according to some reports, G Herbo was called out by some guys from his neighborhood. Those guys had some very unflattering things to say about G Herbo and what he was or wasn't doing for his neighborhood. Let's listen.
NLMB member J-Dog just shot 6 times in the back. He was transported to the Christ Medical Center in Oakland, but died from his injuries shortly after arriving, with Chicago police reporting no arrest and no known motive for the attack. Just last week, J-Dog went viral after telling G Herbo that he was banned from coming to the area. J-Dog and Herbo have a lengthy history together, with both of them coming up in the same circles. Herbo made it out with his rap career, but J-Dog was booked in 2016 for a body and sentenced to 9 years in prison and never got the opportunity to make it out. Still, you can see J-Dog in one of Herbo's earliest music videos, L's, appearing on screen within the first 10 seconds of the video. Despite this friendship, over the last 2 weeks, the two have been having a falling out, and with J-Dog being shot and killed in his own hood, rumors have begun circulating, with many people speculating that this may be a backdoor situation tied to the fallout. On September 19th, Herbo put up a music video for his song Reason, and in the video, he goes back to Chicago, sets up shop on his block, and brings the whole hood out. Apparently, J-Dog was there for the video, but within 48 hours, he was on Instagram Live saying that his block was decaying and that Herbo should drop some money in the hood to help out.
This shit go, man, I don't want to get into it with the guy. This is not about getting to the guy. This is about me understanding where I'm from. Like right now, I'm on Escanaba. Like this is Faisal land because ran this shit. You know the memories. Like these niggas got all this money. You know what I'm saying? Like this what Faisal really like survived that out here. Like cuz it's dirty. Look at these cribs, bro. Like look at my block. Like no bullshit. You see this shit? This shit terrible. Look at all these abandoned cribs. Like G Herbo, come take care of this shit, bro. Like you get too much money, bro. Like because of like motherfuckers they got tombstones, walls knocked down, no more stoves on certain blocks on Escanaba. Like we asking for it. We ain't want your money, bro. Open up something, bro. Give us something. Like you know, we can go to the store right here. We can't even go to the store no more.
2 days after this gentleman shot this video and went on live, we shot 6 times in his own neighborhood. If you know anything about Chicago, and the other side of the equation is not his ops have not been accused of being involved with this young man's death. People are speculating. You have bloggers and podcasters speculating that because of his attacks on G Herbo, that this was a backdoor situation. And for those who don't know what the euphemism backdoor means, I don't know if it's a euphemism. For those of you who don't know what backdoor means, it means that you were set up by somebody who is in close proximity to you, somebody who you would otherwise consider a friend or ally. And they're trying to put this whole thing on G Herbo. Hey, listen, in Chicago, you don't know who to blame for the shit going on in Chicago. You don't know who they're blaming for this shit that's going on. Boogie.
They beefing with 3, 4, 5 crews. If G Herbo felt like he wanted to have that done, you wouldn't know where it come from because them Chicago niggas always at war, always shooting at each other. But they wasn't accused of this. And the reason they wasn't accused of this is because it's another video where J-Dog, he went on a rant where he was banning G Herbo from the hood. And you know, like I know, doggy, Juice, once you say a nigga banned from the hood, that's implying you come around, something gonna happen to you. So that's a threat. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to opening your mouth talking shit like that against money, you can't leave the block. Motherfucker know where you at. You all on live, so even the ops know your whereabouts. It may not have even been where everybody thinking it's from. So I don't know, but he fucked up. And he fucked up worrying about another nigga pockets. If you feel like he supposed to do something, nigga, go make your own money and you do it, nigga. You don't count nobody pockets saying what another grown man supposed to do. That's your man's. You been around them. It showed. And you couldn't make the best out of it, which is make yourself valuable, useful, tap in somewhere where a motherfucker wants you around. You obviously didn't have a computer that was computing, nigga. You don't need to be around. I'm not gonna say that you need to be dead, because nigga, I don't even know you, but you definitely don't need to be around. If you stuck on the same block and you had a man that made it out and you couldn't make yourself useful with your mans, it ain't always your man's fault because he got money and he don't want to put back to shit that he already watched get destroyed. Now I'm supposed to make a bad investment.
But then don't exploit it either at the same time. Like a lot of people exploit the block. They go back to the hood, they exploit it, they do all of that, but you don't give back. You know what I'm saying? So I see both sides of the coin, because it's like once a lot of people make it, they hit bricks, they gone. They come back, they shoot a video, they gone. They don't really care about what's happening in the hood. They don't care about none of that. All they really care about is having it for a backdrop in a video to prove that they real and that's where they come from and they get love in the hood. So I understand that part of it, but I also understand what you're saying too, Boogie. Like, you getting out here, you running your mouth. It might not have even been on Herbo. It could have been somebody who's just a super fanned out person who ain't like what you said and came and ran down on you, or you showing where you at. Your ops caught you slipping. Like, Chicago is a whole different beast.
If I really believe if he felt like he could make profit of anything that he put in the hood, a nigga would do that. But you know it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last, and it's gonna get me in trouble, nigga. Here come the Rico. They running that bitch and his guns in the back office and shit. I ain't even been there, but I'm the star. I'm who though they finna come knock on, and all y'all to tell on me. So even if the nigga wanted to do right by the hood, he still can't, because them niggas around him ain't gonna do right. And I'm still coming back to this dirty ass hood, because the hood I grew up in is my hood, and I won't put $1 in this bitch.
See, the thing is, J-Dog had just got out of jail. J-Dog ain't been on the block. So a lot of things had changed. He just came home from doing a 9-year bit for bodying motherfucker that allegedly killed his father. You feel me? And what J-Dog was speaking on, come to find out, G Herbo had went and did an interview saying how much he been doing for the hood. So that's why J-Dog went back to the hood and video like he ain't doing what he said he doing. Look at the hood. You feel me? So he was elaborating. Right. So he was calling him out on it for saying that he was doing that. It wasn't he just came out the blue and felt that G Herbo should have been doing this. G Herbo went on interviews prior to him doing that, saying oh, I'm taking care of my hood, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. So dog was showing like, no, that ain't show. Look at our shit. You feel me? So then that's why he got the same nigga stand on that. And then it's allegedly that they know it's an inside scoop on it from the No Limit guys. That's the crew they claim in No Limit. All of them, J Dog and G Herbo. Since J Dog got killed, Bibby done shot him out, and so they say him and Herbo fall out about that. You had the biggest op saying that whoever he riding with Herbo, so whoever against that, so he was throwing shots at J Dog. Then you got not just that, you got they beefing with the Trigger Happy family, you know what I'm saying? THF, you feel me? So they could have seized the opportunity. But it is clear that whoever killed J Dog, he knew them because he had his gun on him, and the guy with J Dog had a gun on him. This is what the police said when they got the bodies. Both of them had guns on. So they had to be talking to somebody they know. For it couldn't have been an op because they would have pulled them motherfuckers out and been using them. So for them not to been pulling out their guns, shooting, it's evident that they knew they killed and they felt comfortable with him. You feel me? For him to get out on, because the young guy got shot in the chest off the dribble, and J Dog got shot in the back, taking off running. So he wasn't in the firing mode. He was trying to run for his life. So evidently they was that close to each other. So it had to be somebody talking. Then you had other No Limit guys posting my best friend killed my other best friend's nephew. So they kind of insinuating, if you look at what's going on amongst their circle, they knowing it was an inside hookup. It wasn't from no outside. It was somebody that was No Limit too. You feel me? Not saying Herbo had to had nobody do nothing. You feel me?
But see, when you put all of that backstory into it, then it makes sense as to why he went live and did what he did. Because he called him out. You know, you talking all this big talk saying you doing all of this, but you not. Look at the hood. The hood is crumbling and you ain't doing nothing about it. So, I mean, that, you know, being on the outside looking in, context and details to the stories shape opinions. So, I mean, still, it's Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chicago, but Chicago ain't like no other city in America at all.
No, this is his own beef.
And in further news, Henny, your fellow New York sister.
I know it.
Yeah, you know I'm from this. Okay, yeah, it is. Because both of them from New York. Both of your New York rap sisters. I know why you act like you act. Because you from New York. I get it. I understand. And for anybody who don't understand Henny's overall disposition, watch this here.
From yesterday. Actually, I think I have them memorialized. Let's go back to some of these tweets. Here we go. Santana, go back to your pig pen. You said Blue, Ivy, Nappy, and North look better than her. Didn't you eat slop, pig?
This is just academics reading off the text message. I mean, the tweets from Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, two New Yorkers, lifelong New Yorkers are going at each other. It's a problem. They drugged the city girls into the equation. Ice Spice.
The city girl. No, not the city girls. JT walked her ass up into that. And then Young Miami and Saucy Santana came in, and Ice Spice decided to do some slick shit. And so she got papa. And Bia want to get involved in it and jump on sides and start slick dissing. No, they dissed Cardi for 7 years. She was quiet. She did a little features here and there and here and there and here. And they kept poking and 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 poking. And now Cardi done came back and she done clapped back and called them all out. So they don't like it. And Nicki is miserable and she needs to stay off the cocaine and the perks. Okay.
You better say it.
Here we go.
No, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about
Cardi
this
B all day. I love you.
Barty gang down. You feel me? I like some of Nicki's stuff, but I've never been a Barb. And I'm gonna say this: What I don't like about this beef is that it went way below the belt. Nicki hit below the belt and Cardi took it to hell. But Nicki should have never brought the kids into the equation. Now, some people telling me that Cardi started it with the kids and, this, that, and from what I saw Nicki started with the kids and then boom. It took off from there and it ain't stopped. You got Nicki writing letters to Culture and Cardi writing letters to Papa Bear, and they just need to leave the kids out of it. Okay.
Let me tell you what's so crazy because Cardi B got a whole squad behind her. What's the guy name that she messing with? Is he a football player?
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. His mother came on to the social media and defended her. Okay. Told that woman to leave her alone because she got to carry that baby. Stephon Diggs came on there and said something. Offset came on there to defend his kids and told her, bitch, you him below the belt. You need to chill. Okay. I think that was so distasteful for both of them. I don't play with kids. I don't like to sit up and talk about kids. Like she dogged Culture out. Culture beautiful. Her son is beautiful, and I feel like both is wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I love Cardi B, but both them bitches wrong. That shit was disgusting.
Yeah,
that shit was overly disgusting.
Now let me address this. She ain't called black women. She called a black woman a roach. And being from New York, if I call you a roach, I'm calling you dirty. I'm calling you dirty. And she's from New York, so I understood the roach meant she was calling her dirty. And what y'all don't like to talk about is the fact that the girl she went in on was picking and jugging with her. And so Cardi started clapping back at her. See, everybody like to have a one-sided story. If y'all gonna be out here telling the story, tell the story correctly. Tell the story correctly. Because see, here's the thing. You can't pick and jug with somebody and then not expect a clap back from them. No matter how low they go, you cannot control somebody's response.
They get back.
But when they put them kids in it, that's a whole different story.
That's a whole other story. So, I mean, at the end of the day, and then how old was that? She already got drug across the internet for that. But Cardi called herself a roach. She talked about how she did her transformation, her roach from a roach to a butterfly.
I love that bitch. I love that bitch.
At the end of the day, that's not an excuse. But I mean, damn, that shit happened way back when, and y'all still like to stand on it and harp on it and all of that.
They still stand on what Cardi B was trying to get on back in the Love and Hip Hop days. They still talk about that. They need to look at her motherfucking grind and say, I respect that. Because she, from what she was to what she came, salute to this woman. At the end of the day,
Cardi B love calling dark-skinned people roaches. That girl was not dark-skinned. That girl was my complexion that she called a roach. Next.
Like I said, fuck it. Because I call people shit and I'm the same color as them. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. At the end of the day, I just feel like both of them need to shut the fuck up. Y'all rich. Go spend some money. Go do something. Go live a rich life.
Right.
Who the fuck got time to go back and forth with each other about nothing? And then one thing about me, if I was rich, I have a lot of lawsuits because I'm pulling up. I'm not about to fucking talk to you on the internet, bitch. I'm pulling up. We're gonna fucking swing. We're gonna fucking fight.
But you know
Cardi was ready to fight. Cardi was like, "Where you at? Drop the location." And I'm like, Cardi is off the rocker enough to fight while she's pregnant.
That was an old report. That was a new recording.
But see,
the thing apologized.
She dropped the address.
She was beefing with Lotto. Listen, she was beefing with Lotto too. I don't know what the fuck happened there. But one thing about her beefing with Lotto, she turned around and made a public apology, okay, to Lotto, okay? They got a song and everything here, but she apologized. And Lotto is one of my bitches I'm obsessed with, okay? I love me some fucking Lotto, okay?
But that
recording is old. I respect Cardi B for saying that she apologized.
Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, this been going on for years. This ain't just started, though. You know, when Offset and Cardi B was together and they came to New York, Nicki Minaj and her husband and his crew pulled up outside their hotel and was calling Offset. And
Nicki Minaj is on coke. It don't even come with her. She's a fucking dope fiend.
Do you hear it? Yo, you a dude and you in here throwing all of this. You a barb. You're a barb. And at the end of the day, she was not talking down on fat people. Listen, she called herself fat. I'm fat and I'm not offended. How about that?
Anyway, I'm a
I
little
don't know.
too.
Like, You a barb. Just say you a barb, and that's fine. But stop bringing
is
up
a
old
princess.
shit.
Keep going.
And stick to topic. The topic is the beef that's going on between Nicki and Cardi. Y'all love to sidestep.
Nicki
The
is
fact
a
of the
dope
matter
thing,
is,
Britt.
Nicki has never opened the door for anybody because Nicki is selfish. Nicki had this whole genre to herself for years. So when the girls started coming in, and Cardi was the one who got in, and then when she started opening the doors, letting other people in, that single solo female rap career that she had, where she was dominating it on every feature, every rapper had her
let
on
me
their
pause
feature.
you. Nicki Minaj took Lil Kim's style. She took her whole style.
We know that, but I'm just saying, like, as far as with this whole Cardi stuff,
Nicki fucked up when
is because Cardi opened the door and let other females in, and these other females are dominating right now,
and she
don't like it.
Nothing. She's a nobody. That's why she on coke, because the bitch can't take it. She got to be in a happy spot. She can't even live in reality. You know what I'm saying? Because reality is checking the fuck out of her, and that's why this whole heavy. She doing more than just coke. She
coke.
Huh?
She on something.
She do coke.
That woman know everything. She probably pop pills, do coke, all type crack and everything. That bitch be high. Nicki Minaj act like she's seeing blue and yellow, purple heels and shit. She act crazy. The bitch is off. This is not even a fight. She need to go talk to somebody.
Calling you a barb was an insult.
Thank you, baby.
That was an insult. You don't gotta agree, but you bringing up pointless stuff. All I told you to do was stay on topic. That's an insult. Nobody called you out your name. You don't want me to get disrespectful, because I'll have to snatch this thing down off of YouTube if I do.
Say? Look.
We insulting people because they don't agree. And
okay, if I was Cardi B, if I was Cardi B, I would have been fucking too while I was pregnant if I had a whole ass nigga like that.
As many hoes as that nigga done fucked behind her back on her while she was
pregnant.
Not?
Oh well, so she fucked somebody else while she was pregnant with that nigga baby. Then she turned around and popped the one that heard that was his baby.
You can't tell nobody how to get their lick back. I wouldn't personally
Cardi
get my
B
lick
is
back
doing her,
that
and
way.
she ain't busting no fucking window. So why does she care?
It hasn't been said during this beef. See, but you're even what you commentating is one-sided. It's one-sided because you ain't calling Nicki out on nothing that she did, because she didn't jump until after JT started clapping. And here's the thing, I agree with Saucy Santana, because Saucy said Cardi album dropped on the 19th. You should have been in the studio dropping a rap on the 19th, because she dissed you on that album on Magnet. She dissed the hell out of you and your man. So by the 20th, at least by midnight the 20th, you should have been dropping a response to her, but you waited till Tasha K sat down with this Chris dude who the recordings that caught him stealing from Stefan was already leaked out, said that he was in a homosexual situation, which I question the whole story, because I don't know no man that's going to allow a ninja to put their tongue in their ear and you still gonna walk in their house with them and feel like you can't go nowhere. You stuck your tongue in my ear outside, I'm swinging on you and knocking you out outside. That's how most men move. So his whole story is questionable to me anyway, and the fact that he stole money makes it even more of a motive. And then you went over there to Tasha K, which is one of Cardi's biggest ops, who was out here dragging Stefan because she can't drag Cardi, so she gonna drag Stefan. And once he said that, JT then all of a sudden had these balls to come out and start talking. And once she started yipping, now here come Cardi, because Cardi feels like, Nicki, because Nicki felt the way. Cardi done went 2 times platinum, so now she's in competition with her. But I agree with what Cardi said. Why are you in competition with me? I didn't start in the game when you did. I shouldn't have what you have.
She said Cardi B
was somebody on your level.
Look at that Cardi B went and got her face done like hers to look like her. This bitch is tripping. Then she tried to go for Beyonce. And she went for Beyonce and Jay-Z because they had a picture together and she was standing there. Nicki Minaj though, Phoenix gonna put a picture up and say, "You standing like me." Why you? She got mad because she said that Beyonce and Jay-Z took a picture like
stole her
pose.
Husband. Yeah, stole the pose that her and her husband did.
She's dumb. It's the dope messing with her, and people need to stop feeding into her. Let that woman be.
Hold on for a second, y'all. Go back to that real 716 for me, please.
Real
that
716.
Comment, the real is 716. Can you go back to them, please? Because I'm gonna address them real quick because they following me over here. We on a whole nother topic and they from a whole nother sector. Sir, you need to get your facts straight because you don't have none of your facts straight at all about what you're talking about at all. You have none of your facts straight. So if you want to come on my channel, don't come over here trolling because you don't know me. I'm on a whole nother topic.
Which one? What's his name?
The real is 716.
I see him. What else he say? I just see rest in peace.
He said enough because at the end of the day, this ninja did 2 whole lives about me, about some stuff that's going on over in the Krishan sector.
Oh, so he over here now?
So he over here trolling on this page.
You want to block
this
nigga?
That I got 2 pages. So now he over here on this page. And so I'm just letting him know, don't come over here on that timing.
Oh, this guy right here?
No. He's on my page. No. It's the real of 716.
716.
How is y'all mad because this woman had sex with somebody else because she was pregnant? It wasn't y'all fucking.
I mean, that's not ladylike for a woman to be.
But she did it though.
Let me answer it though. She in the front. She in the front of these other women that's looking up to her. She's like a role model. She got a big platform that women looking at her. Other young ladies looking at her. You feel me? That follow her and like her. So what she did is unhumanized. You married somebody. Hold on, and you said that you discussed it with your husband because he doing X, Y, and Z. But you went and got pregnant by a guy while you still married. You could have got a divorce, but you went to a guy that's doing way worse than allegedly what your husband doing. What you said you didn't like about your husband, but you with a guy that's doing the same thing you accused of your husband.
Why do y'all say that? Why? Because
it ain't no. I mean, she in the spotlight. That ain't what a man do. A woman can't do. You no matter how you try to make it. We equal. We are not equal. So
no, we look at it like it's already done.
If I sleep with 1,000 women, that make me a stud. If a woman sleep with 1,000 different men, they gonna make her a whore. And that's just how it is. So her being married,
if she's pregnant, it make her a super whore. And you fucking with the baby cranium.
Yeah, she fucked 4-5 niggas. She fucked one nigga. Y'all like she just out here fucking 4-5.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think she really did it. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I think she said it to hurt his feelings because she knew it would hurt and she's standing on it. Honestly, I don't think she really did it. I mean, because at the end of the day,
Shannon, you're pissing me off. Now you're trying to bring Anton in it, calling us, boy. What do you want over here? Because it's like you're debating. You want to go through something. If you want to come on here, you can, but you talk too much. You texting like a demon, like you fucking foolish.
But the thing is, you can't get mad at him because he is.
Nobody is mad. One thing about it, Shannon, I'm not mad at him, but.
But I'm saying you telling him he wrong, but he not wrong because this is what we went at Anton Daniels for what he was saying about black women, and then you go Cardi B. Hold on, you got to hear it out now. You keep cutting it off. But then here we go with Cardi B doing just what Anton Daniels said black women doing, what he was speaking of, and this why shining in the
Cardi B is not black.
How's she not? Because she's
Afro-Latina.
She's not black.
What is the Latino then? What is the Latino?
She's Afro-Latina.
They just from a different island speak a different language. We still Asiatic.
And then what I'm getting at Cardi B is, even if she fucked another nigga, which I'm with Henny, I don't think she did no stupid shit like that. But at the end of the day, if she did, that's her business, bro. Like. Yeah, like it's her business. That's her business.
No, not when you making it public. If it was her business, then we wouldn't know about it. But
And
she brought it. She brought it.
Okay, hold on, because there's the double standard thing that's coming in here right now. Now he's sitting up here talking about whole shit, right? We gonna call whole shit, hoe for hoe. Okay, that man took vows with that woman, and from the minute he took vows with that woman, he was out here doing hoe shit. So why he don't get called out for his whole shit?
Facts.
So now she come out here, she says she was pregnant and was sleeping with another man. I do believe that when she got pregnant with that last one, they did a DNA test because they wasn't really together. Cardi B and Offset haven't been together for 2 years. Blossom just turned 1. So that means that they were even on an off season. So for all you know,
showing your kids?
Let me finish. Hold on. Because for all you know, Cardi could have been talking about she was fucking another nigga in the beginning of her pregnancy before she knew. Because that is possible, but we don't know the story.
But guess what? She put up a thing and said that she happy she got pregnant by Stefan, because if it wasn't Stefan, it would have been Offset, because Offset he kind of fuck every time he come over there. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it might be a plot twist because that baby might really just be Offset baby. You know what I'm saying? You never we don't know. But at the end of the day, if she fucked somebody while she was pregnant, that's nobody fucking business.
I just said I personally would not do that. I personally have not done that.
He said, ask them to let another man fuck while you pregnant.
No,
I never let another man fuck while I was pregnant. Never, because I was always with the father. But
exactly.
If it was a Cardi B situation, hell yeah, he can fuck. Yep.
But who's to say what she can do and what she can't do?
No, it ain't who said what she can and can't do. It's just how it look in the eyes of the public. You feel me? When you a public figure. See, that's the whole thing.
Who's this nigga Shannon, bro? What's
the example she lead? You feel me? See, y'all giving her justifications for it.
What you want us to say? What you want to say? Oh, that bitch a fucking tramp.
No,
that bitch is trash.
You do, but we're not gonna call out his.
Y'all got to hold her accountable. All that.
Because what about him? No.
Right now, the topic was, you said we go stick to the topic. The topic was Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Hold on, the topic was Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. It wasn't nothing about Offset right now. We was discussing Nicki Minaj.
Get out of here. Now you playing.
Offset is hold on. If the topic was Offset, then we'd be talking about Offset.
Don't even do that.
Y'all want to change the narrative.
You're not going to sidestep that. That's not fair because the whole topic of cheating and all of that came into play, and this is a part of Cardi B. But at the end of the day, if we're going to call a thing a thing, then we're going to call the thing a thing. If we're going to call it out and say that what she did was whore behavior, then what he did was whore behavior as well. We know that. And just say one is worse than the other.
Y'all not saying that. Y'all, that ain't what y'all saying. Y'all whole thing been saying, justifying what she did was like it was right. It wasn't nothing wrong with what she did.
It was right for her. It was right for her. It was right for her. It was right for her.
Not calling out what he did is just as bad as sitting up here justifying.
We didn't call out nothing. We let y'all have the flow. Y'all the only ones been speaking. Y'all didn't call it out. Y'all went straight to justifying it and saying Offset is because of Offset. Y'all did that. Me, Boogie, and Dogface wasn't saying nothing.
Whose channel is he on? Because he ain't on my. Well, I see he's on my channel. Man. Let me tell you this.
Right here.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you something. First of all, I already told you, don't come over here on my channel with that bullshit. All right. You looking for content. The highest views you ever got on your channel were when you talked about me. Let's get it correct. I'm the clout for you, my nigga. And the fact that I'm even addressing you right now is giving you a little bit of time. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do for you. I'm a hello from the other side, your ass, so you can get the fuck up out of here and get the fuck going. Bye.
Fuck that nigga. Can we delete this nigga? Fuck
he on my page.
He on Henny page.
Shannon on Henny page.
I don't know. No, he not. Shannon ain't on my page. I don't know any hello from the other side 716. Bye. Now you'll be talking to yourself, my nigga.
You don't fuck with Henny.
At
right
the
now,
end
I
of
don't
the
know what
day,
channel that. You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on. If you want to talk to me, 716, you see me on the press box. Don't come over here when I'm talking, popping my shit on a whole nother topic.
Ooh, that nigga said females that defend hoes are hoes too. Bitch.
Hit the link.
Tell that nigga to come here. I'm sick of Shannon big
Oh,
mouth ass.
Shannon gone. Somebody gave next.
You delete him? Henny?
No, he ain't on my side.
That was Boogie. That was Boogie did that.
That's Boogie.
Boogie, that's your people.
Man, that nigga ain't on my side.
Yes, he is. Look at you smirking.
Tonight, baby.
That nigga said hoes, females that defend hoes are hoes too. Nigga, you got me fucked up. I don't want to be a hoe when I'm gay. Leave me the fuck alone.
First of all, don't
I
nobody
love
give a fuck about
bitches.
none of that shit
I
he
want a bunch of
talking.
bitches.
Because we was talking about holding accountability to all parties involved. That don't fall back on one person. Both of them violated them vows to that marriage. Both of them stepped out.
He humiliated her in front of the
and
world.
It is what it is.
He
Okay,
embarrassed that
so
woman. He did her dirty.
Exactly. He played in her face, and she had to go to court and all of that shit because he wanted to be out here.
And he won't even sign a divorce papers.
You don't gotta have. Okay, so you know what, Boogie? If you gotta have hoes, then you don't get married.
I ain't say God. I said even God had hoes. What
You
man?
a lie. Don't put God in.
I'm gonna strike you down, and you really gonna be ashes everywhere.
Shut your motherfucking ass up. God ain't had no
He
hoes.
had concubines. They was called
I have
concubines.
ashes
Come on, Boogie,
everywhere
we ain't
for
playing with the
real.
Lord, Boogie. We ain't playing with the Lord, Boogie. We ain't
They
playing
was
with the Lord.
called concubines. He
Chill,
did.
Boogie. Chill. Don't talk about the Lord.
I'm not lying. I'm not
Boogie,
playing.
stop talking about
What
the
Lord
Lord,
you
bro.
talking
I don't
about?
even pray about the Lord. I
Y'all
don't pray
think I'm
about
playing.
nothing.
But when I'm not playing, y'all think I'm playing.
Chill on the Lord. Chill
Well,
on the Lord.
hey, baby, now it is true that prophets and messengers of God had whores.
I don't want. That's my father.
But that's
my
not
Go
the
look it up.
Lord.
Go look
That's
it up.
not the Lord.
It was not whore in the traditional sense, but if you were
It's
the
called concubine.
whore,
That is not. But those were not God's whores. Stop saying that. That's not true.
I ain't saying God whores, but the prophets of God had whores.
He said that. He said the Lord had hoes.
Heavenly Father Jesus, I pray that you cover this. You cover this.
So listen, and then on a different note,
tie your tongue.
I ain't did that. Why? That's Boogie said that.
I'm talking to Boogie. The Lord finna
Right,
tie
and
your
so
tongue.
brother said that.
He gonna strike you. You gonna be ashes everywhere in real life.
I told y'all Boogie wasn't shit. Didn't I tell y'all that?
He ain't.
He love me.
And listen, on a different note, Jim Jones. Jim Jones has found himself in a terrible predicament. Jim Jones, who is 9 trade blood, going back to the early 1990s, Jim Jones had been claiming blood when he was a rock star. He's claiming blood. He helped spread the whole blood culture throughout New York and the Tri-County area. I mean, Tri-State area. He's from New York. Can we talk about, before we play this right here? So the OG Bloods who have done 10, 15, 20 years in prison, who really were on the street in the mud with this gangbang shit in New York, in Jersey. They come out and they call Jim Jones out, particularly because you had several notable people who were gangbangers, did time, lost loved ones in the whole gang wars in New York, and they have come out and they dropped their flag as a way to try to influence the younger people to kind of like leave the gang shit alone. Jim Jones have criticized some of the guys who have dropped their flags. Uncle Juice, can you give us the backstory on this before I play these videos?
Yeah, shout out to Hocus 4/5. Hocus 4/5 is an ex sex money murder. You feel me? He one of the guys that was real strong affiliated with sex money murder, and he seen the problem with the young guys killing each other and all that, and he wanted to cease fire, so he started a Drop Your Flag campaign. Well, Jim Jones took himself on Fat Joe and Jada Kiss podcast, and Fat Joe asked him about how he felt about the Hocus 4/5 Drop Your Flag campaign, and Jimmy go state that he was against the Drop the Flag campaign. That was a strike. You against the children stopping the violence on each other. And then he go say it was because right now Damu, which is the Bloods, is at war right now. So he down with the war. He not gonna lead the team during wartime, something to that nature. So that's what made the real brothers who started it. They went from the streets and they held it down for the brothers in jail, because that's what Sex, Money, Murder, and all that came about. Because the brothers in New York penitentiaries was being oppressed by the Latino gangs. They was being outnumbered. You feel me? So the brothers had to come together and form like Voltron to protect themselves. You feel me? So that's why the brother was saying they've been in all these wars and battle for the cause, and Jim Jones just been out here popping it and keeping up confusion, and he ain't been in there in war. And they say he was holding, he claiming sex 9 Trey gangsters, and he was paying his way. So that's the only reason they was giving him any say. So they say he had to send them guys he didn't even know, putting money on their books in jail and all that. Jimmy never been to jail. Jimmy ain't been in no wars on the street. He ain't known for busting his gun and none of that. But you telling the young guys to keep up this nonsense when these brothers trying to bring peace and the harmonious conditions amongst our people. So yeah, let the brother slay his ass.
All right, so here's what Jim said.
You heard? But I think it's a way to do everything. I think that the positive message that he's trying to push, he didn't have to drop his flag to do so. You heard? Like, this is a little bit deeper than dropping the flag for me. You heard? Like, I started something that has destroyed a lot of lives, that have put a lot of people in danger. Like, I know that wholeheartedly. I take accountability for everything that I do. You heard? To each his own. You heard? But I think it's a way to do everything. I think that the positive message that he's trying to push, he didn't have to drop his flag to do so. You heard? Like, this is a little bit deeper than dropping the flag for me. You heard? Like, I started something that has destroyed a lot of lives, that have put a lot of people in danger. Like, I know that wholeheartedly. I take accountability for everything that I do.
So that was Jim's comment about Hocus for Field dropping his flag, denouncing his gang activity. I mean, when you look at just the current state of black culture, bro, when you look at all this shit's going on, let's listen to what some OG Bloods who've been in the field for real, right? What they had to say about Jim speaking on Hocus for Field.
Can you take that comment down, please?
Bird, right? Pigeon, park rat. He talking shit, talking about the homie folks didn't have to drop his flag to deliver the message because, and his reason for not dropping the flag because Damu at war. What war this motherfucker been in? What yard he been in? Huh? This motherfucker say he never even been to jail before. You know, the war where? What war you been in, homie? Because I ain't seen you on no battlefields, motherfucker. And Damu, you look real cute, sucker ass nigga. I challenge your ass. I'm gonna give you a challenge. How about I'll bust your ass and then you drop your flag? Huh? How about I come to your block? I'm from Brooklyn. All right? I'll fight you right on Lennox Avenue. All right? Beat the shit out you, fuck your little ass around, and show you some wall shit. All right? And be careful how you respond, motherfucker. Be very, very mindful of how you respond. Because I'm coming to the block. I'll fight you on your block for free. We ain't got to do this for no money. We ain't got to do this for shit. And when I bust your ass and you lose your shit, you drop your motherfucking flag. You talking about you want to been in war? I want to see how much war you been in when you going against the warrior then.
Well,
you and 6ix9ine similar in how we treated y'all. You and this little bird, 6ix9ine is similar to how we treated and handled y'all. I don't want to see you throw up 9 Trey or more, you heard? And I guarantee you think it's a hollow threat, my nigga. You know who I be, you heard? You know, play with me, Jomo, you heard? Play with me, or do, or us, yeah? Because there's still a few of us that's still out here active, alive, and paying attention, yeah? You just need to do that. Can't be bought though, Jimmy. Let's see how you buy people, and as what I know for us, what you gave to Goo S and so forth and so on, yeah? My nigga, they was just using you, my nigga. Yo, all you was doing was sending Magoo, right? Shout out to Magoo, wherever he was, however he turned out, whatever. It's just the facts is the facts. You were sending the pictures and wild money orders to Auburn, right? For years, since we even recognized you was alongside Mel Murder in the streets repping our hood, girl. You was sending money into jail, bro. That's all you was doing, son.
Jim Jones is normally the type of person who, when somebody goes at him, he claps back.
How he go clap back at his muscle? This is muscle talking to him. He using these guys for muscle.
Even the people around him don't want it with them for the simple fact they know the truth.
Exactly, Boogie.
So it's like, we not going at them motherfuckers. They probably gonna have us go with you.
And you know, you talking about Mel Murder. You feel me? That's his whole introduction to the real blood thing. Mel Murder got the clout with the blood.
So
Trey, that's his crew.
Jim
So
Jones.
Mel Murder.
Jim Jones is soft and he's a fraud. Basically, is what y'all saying.
Jim Jones. Basically, they're saying he was a paid. He was a paid blood, just like 6ix9ine. That he ain't no real one. That he ain't been in no wars. He ain't been in jail. He ain't been in prison. He ain't been in county. He ain't been nowhere. And when the heat is on, he's nowhere to be found. He's just a celebrity blood, is what they basically saying to him. And I agree. Any other time, Jermo got something to say, but he awfully quiet. His crickets over there, so it's making me side eye and look like, oh, Jermo, you was out here ready to dog 6ix9ine, but come to find out, y'all in the same position.
But
exactly.
So I guess he tired of the misrepresentation. Is that safe to say? Like,
no, what it is, Hocus 4/5 is real sex, money, murder, SMM. You feel me? So once he spoke out against a real SMM, that's why them other bloods had to step out. Nigga, who fuck you talking about? Hocus 4/5 been standing on business. And now he's standing on business trying to right his wrongs. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bring about peace amongst them brothers. Is getting out of control in New York. New York getting just as bad as Chicago with it now. You feel me? So that's why Hocus 4/5 had to step up. Like, hold on, being a real big homie. Like, I done fucked up. We got to stop this. Drop them flags. This ain't what New York about. And Jim Jones with his coward lane ass, you feel me? Steady running around portraying. He acting. You feel me? He ain't been like Dog say. What wars you been in? You not from the block. You been a celebrity. You've been a celebrity since Cam. You feel me? Y'all got with Cam when you was his videographer. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been in the field for real, and then you run around here keep hollering because I'm wondering how he got out of that indictment with 9 Trey. And he all over the wiretaps, ordering the hit on 6ix9ine and 6ix9ine security.
Yeah. Yeah. Jim, you ain't know that, baby dog? Yeah.
No.
All over wiretaps. That nigga.
Mm-hmm.
He ordered a hit for 6ix9ine.
He ordered.
Yeah. He was trying to pop 6ix9ine top, but you know better. I mean, what? You ain't rat. That's the only difference. You ain't rat, but you a paid blood, and you was trying to be out here calling 6ix9ine out. But you doing the same thing. You buying your
I know Jim Jones was no gangster. He a mama's boy.
Jim Jones answered to everything. He's
a fucking mama's boy.
He don't answer to them fucking wiretaps. When somebody asks him about the wiretaps, he just walk out the interview.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga would not answer them wiretap questions.
Cause he full of shit. That's why.
How can he get around that? You feel he can't get around it.
Mm-hmm.
But that just
like they say,
you don't even have a lie for the shit. It's so written in stone.
But I'm saying it's a lot of these celebrities that did that, man. Just look at it. Shoot, Baby and them came out. They weren't screaming no blood stuff. They came from New Orleans. But once y'all make it big, him, Lil Wayne, them, they all bloods now. Same thing, Chris Brown. He was a singer. Once he become a grown man, y'all bloods now. Make that make sense. You feel me? So I feel most of them that did it like that, y'all paying to be down. Y'all checked in and they got y'all paying y'all way now. You feel me?
Well, I think we know that, Juice, when we look at everything that has transpired with the whole Big U situation. Now, Big U's on the Crip side of things, but when you look at how Big U and all those LA gangbangers are squeezing motherfuckers in the entertainment business all across the country when they came to LA, that shit tells you everything you need to know. Motherfuckers joined, listen, LA and the influence of gang culture, it changed the whole nature of what we consider the streets, man. You got guys like Ice Cube say, you got niggas in Denver, in St. Louis, claiming and dying over streets and blocks they've never even heard of, never seen in real life. So gang culture is a powerful, powerful tool. Jim Jones, do we take away the influence he's had? No, because Jimmy and his success, you ain't have many guys representing Bloods coming out of New York like that. I haven't heard him say anything. I've been typing like a motherfucker, looking for Jim is a clap back type nigga, like Hizzy said.
But Jim Jones on a whole nother level. He on a whole nother page with his mental. You can tell he not trying to clap back. That nigga trying to be quiet because that nigga know he on some bullshit. That's how niggas that be on bullshit, they try to be quiet. They try to act like they a ghost, so nobody don't mention that shit to them.
No,
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say this though.
Real gangsters.
You may not have anybody that openly reps blood that came out of New York, like we had Pop Smoke that openly came out and rep Crip. But what I can tell you is Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings, Latin Queens, Nietas, all of that is very prevalent in New York. And at a street level, yeah, they not to be fucked with, a lot of them. They not to be fucked with. But I mean, as far as celebrity, I can't think off the top of my head of famous blood from New York. You know what I'm saying? And
outside of Jim Jones,
right? I can't think of that, but they are out there. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit back and say they're not there. They there, but if they are blood, they not repping. Well, no. Cardi B is a brim.
Right, Cardi B and Casanova 2 times.
And Casanova, right, 2 times. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Don't forget about 6ix9ine. Don't forget about 6ix9ine. He is famous.
He's certified too. 6ix9ine certified. He in there.
6ix9ine don't count. 6ix9ine don't count.
Don't forget about 6ix9ine.
He trying when he's paying that money, paying that bill.
For real.
He paid his way in.
He the first one went to O Block looking for Chief Keef. You feel?
Well, that's true. That's true. He did. Now, that's one thing you can say, that he is the ultimate troll. If you think 50 a troll, 6ix9ine was the ultimate troll and still is. At the end of the day, you got to give him that. But I mean, I don't know. It's still wishy-washy with what happened because, you know,
not being funny, 6ix9ine really did put the Bloods on the map before Jim Jones. If y'all want to be truthfully with the 9 Trey, he put them on the map.
No.
You got a point. Maybe the Billies.
The map would start with his coming out of Camerons and the Diplomat fame when Jim Jones took off at the Max B. Got
but back then he was mostly promoting the Bird Gang and stuff. He wasn't going hard like 9 Trey.
He wasn't screaming blood, but he was blood. He wasn't screaming blood. He was blood though. When
6ix9ine came out, 6ix9ine blew that 9 Trey up. It was 6ix9ine. It was national.
Yeah, but Jim Jones behind the scene. But listen, the whole 9 Trey thing, Jim Jones was the figurehead of 9 Trey. So all the 9 Trey guys was basically following Jim Jones' lead, which is why we all talked about how he escaped the indictment. We all know that he was the brains behind that shit. From the very beginning of 6ix9ine career, Jim Jones was behind the scenes pulling the strings.
Jim Jones was the first one to start screaming it, but 6ix9ine blew it up.
Yeah, because 6ix9ine turned into a superstar. 6ix9ine was an international superstar representing blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The 9 Trey. So yeah.
And that's what we're saying. He elevated.
That's why Jimmy wanted 6ix9ine out the way. 6ix9ine was funding him more than Jimmy because he was having way more money than Jimmy and way more motion than Jimmy.
Yeah, but when it comes to
6ix9ine had them 9 Treys out in London.
Yeah, so
Jimmy wasn't doing none of that.
Yeah, 6ix9ine was more of a loud representation of it. But when it comes to blood and pushing that 9 Trey shit, 9 Trey was a force to be reckoned with before 6ix9ine.
Right.
6ix9ine was a kid. 9 Trey was the Jim Jones. It wasn't just hollering 9 Trey, but all the other shit he was hollering, that shit was really just code language for 9 Trey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like this, you know, if they trying to do something positive and you going against the grain and you really ain't built like that, you see what happened to Greatface when he stepped out of line. He got whooped out his clothes. So
yeah, I mean, the whole thing is,
I think it's best that he stay quiet because you don't have the status or the pull or the power to
know that.
pull off
That's
what
why
you
he's
doing.
quiet.
That's
That's
why,
why he's
you know what I'm
quiet.
saying? You getting G-checked right now. Hey, mama, flip.
No, not when his muscle checking him. He can't say nothing. See, he relied on them. So that's when he could stick his chest out when he had a bunch of them ride with him. But now he know they go be like, shit, we can't go against the big homies. Them the real big homies. You feel me?
No, because another thing is you can't go against it. One, because you got guys on the street and you got guys in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is, I think, see, here this issue came about because of Jim's arrogance. Jim did not anticipate those OG Bloods coming out and saying something about what he said.
Because he thought he was bigger than the program.
Yeah, it's the arrogance. He should listen. If Dog dropped his flag, there's nothing for Jim to talk about. Jim has been media trained. Jim has been a star on the top levels of the game. He knew he should have said nothing. If they asked him that question, he should have said no comment. Because to say anything, to criticize, he could have did a bunch of things except dropping his flag. Jim, nigga been in prison, nigga been shot up. You ain't been in jail not one day except for getting to it with your girl.
Right, he done told out.
And see, the other thing about that is, you know, why are you on a podcast talking politics business? That still, to me, is considered to be a level of politics.
He should have ducked that question.
So yeah, you definitely could have been like, next question.
He should have been like salute to that brother. Positive, and I salute to him.
The whole thing is he talking to 2 New Yorkers who know how serious that is. Fat Joe, he knows how serious gang culture is.
They're not
in New York.
affiliated though.
Yeah, but he knows how.
But they know them.
They're not affiliated though. But you're not affiliated, so you got to understand something. When you're not affiliated,
she's saying so he shouldn't have been talking to them about it. Period.
Exactly. You shouldn't have been talking politics to them. Period. Regardless, they gonna ask their questions. That's like if somebody comes up here talking to us, we gonna ask questions, but we're not gonna know that what we're asking you is a part of y'all politicking. So if you talking outside of anybody that's a part of the culture, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be talking politics on a podcast. Period. That's why I stopped talking about LA stuff. Let me finish. Let me finish. I stopped with the LA stuff and the whack stuff and all of that because it was taking me down a rabbit hole of politics that, as a New Yorker, I had no business being in because I ain't from Cali. And then because I am not blood in, blood out with any set, I shouldn't be talking about sets, but I did know a lot because I've been around Bloods and in the neighborhoods and close and cool with them to where I understood politics from a little bit of a different perspective than somebody who's completely on the outside. So when I'm saying he shouldn't have said shit, because now you done open the door for your ass to get a DP. So now when we hear Jimmy done got his ass whooped down 125th Street all the way up and down, and he had to drop his flag, that's his DP and his put off right there, because you should have never opened your mouth. You knew what your status was. We may not have known, but you knew what it was. And even though Fat Joe and Jadakiss may have a knowledge of the politics, you should have never sat and talked politics with niggas that's not affiliated with what the fuck you talking about. That's my point.
Yeah, but okay, I agree with that. But Joe and Jada are New Yorkers.
They're not blood.
They understand even if they're not affiliated, they know. See, niggas. See, it's the niggas who not even in gangs who would tell gang members, y'all wrong for talking about that shit out loud.
No,
like,
that's not. No, it's not. Because at the end of the day, you talking about dropping flags. Everybody knows dropping a flag means you left. Okay, cool. I'll give you that. But you shouldn't have even entertained that shit. Dropping a flag is politics.
Yeah, I agree with you, Henny. The accountability, even if they would have brought the conversation up about the topic up, even if you were taken caught off guard by the questions, you being affiliated over 20 years, you know better. You should be like, man, I don't want to talk about that shit, bro. Whatever. He did whatever he thought was clever. He could have swung it that way. But Jim is doubling down on the blood shit. He doubling down because of that. That is
yes, they do. Yes, they do, Lamar. Yes, they do. They do DPs and put-offs. Yes, they do. Where you live at?
He live in Atlanta. He from Georgia.
I watched the nigga get whooped up out his damn shoes getting a DP.
It's DP
right from my living room window.
Right, that go on in any clique, any set. You get disciplined for violations.
Motherfucker, listen, gangbangers in Detroit get DP.
DP, right? That's anywhere.
What I'm saying. That's a universal thing. You fuck up, you get a DP. You fuck up real bad, you get put off.
For real.
You see what happened to Casanova 2 times. He dropped his flag. Did he get fucked up?
They butchered him. Yeah, they stabbed him up. They stabbed him up in there.
Nah, that's what you mean. What you talking about? See, that's the other thing that I don't like. Stop trying to shit on other people's politics if you ain't from there. Because you don't know.
You just assume.
Now, what I will say is the West Coast did, they are the ground zero for all of this. But you can't talk about what somebody else's politics is like. That's why I said Chicago is something different as well, because Chicago got ops that live right across the street from each other. I mean, that's everywhere, but I mean, literally, O-Block and they was right there.
Absolutely true. That happened because as they tore down them projects, it forced the projects in Chicago, going back to the Cabrini Greens, right? Those were projects, they were all gang territory. There was no GD.
Chicago.
It was all BGD.
Chicago.
Yeah, but now when they tore those projects down, it forced the people from opposing gangs to be in the same neighborhood across the street from each other. When they tore the projects down.
Yep.
You tuned into the best YouTube street. Shout out to Shot Network. Hey, listen, Henny.
Yes. What I did?
Hey, you did good today, Henny.
So did you.
Your sound quality improved as God shined his blessings on you for not trying to go at me. And another thing that happened is y'all see public figure Boogie be on that bullshit.
You feel me?
Yeah, we did.
First hand.
Yes, you did.
First hand.
I'm disappointed in you, Boogie.
Yes, be disappointed in him. Be disappointed. Be very, very disappointed in Boogie.
Good, wholesome woman. What I do to you?
Who he talking about?
Talked about the Lord.
Who he talking about? Good, wholesome woman. Who that?
I know you lying.
See?
I am a good, wholesome woman. I am sweet.
What? Sweet?
Yes.
As a grapefruit.
I be sweet to Boogie and Juice and Baby Doll.
Thank
It be
you.
you. It be you. You be the drama.
It's always me, huh?
Yeah. It's
It's
you.
always
You be
you
starting with me.
off YouTube.
You be starting with me. You got me in trouble.
You got me kicked off YouTube.
No, you got my video bit. You got me struck.
YouTube.
You got me struck.
For you, I still be on YouTube if it wasn't for you.